another day on planet Earth. Jomo, how you doing today?
What's up, CM? I'm doing well and dandy, man. How are you doing? You seem happy.
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. Today we're actually having the Master the Bull webinar that will change lives completely. Will flip hodlers into a sexy traders and profitable traders. So if you
True.
didn't bought the webinar, man, buy the webinar now. Scan the QR code, man, because we're gonna host it today. It's gonna be around 3 hours of only TA to the point, how to make money trading, everything you need to know about how to make money in crypto bulls and how to trade it. So make sure to cook the like as well and scan the QR code if you like it.
Yeah, it's
Now,
in 6 hours, so people don't have a lot of time. They need to buy it now and use the coupon code right now because the coupon code is not going to work after we start the seminar. So do it now. It's your last chance.
yeah, man, good day, everybody. Drop a message, drop a comment. Let's dive into the video. Let's talk about the Bitcoin one. Let
Let's
me
talk about Bitcoin.
remove the QR code here. All right, so let's talk about the Bitcoin, man. Where's my chart? I want to see the chart. Where's my chart? There it is. There it is. 1 second. Let's see the chart here. Bitcoin looks like a head fake, made a fake out, man. Broke out yesterday. Look at this scammy behavior, man. It broke out yesterday, came back down, made a first head fake. You had a first fake out breakout, you see? And
I
then we had
see.
another fake out breakout overnight. Another
Yeah.
one, another head fake. What a scam. But this is Bitcoin, man. This is how it rolls. And it had to create this higher high fake out that he loved to do. Bitcoin loved this coochie poochie higher high fake out to fake
Yes.
out everybody. He loves it. And now we have the divergence on. We can start a pullback on Bitcoin, and we were looking for a pullback already. All the since we topped out at 105 600 or something here. We've been looking for a pullback from this region. And again, we might get it, we might not. Maybe it's gonna keep going higher, man. And it's not the pullback is not confirmed yet, but for me, it will be confirmed if it will clear 100K. If it will drop below 100K now, in my opinion, it is confirmed. Now, I want to show the audience, man, where I think we are if you compare this cycle to the last cycle. Where we are, man. I think we are now here, man. Okay, if you go on the daily chart to 2021, I think we're now here, man. Before a pullback, all right. That's what I think. We are now here. We just made a higher high fake out. You can see the higher high fake out here. You had the top, higher high fake out, boom. Then it pulled back for like 20 days or something, bottom out, and that was like a falling wedge. Amazing buy the dip opportunity, and here, boom shakalaka, coins went bazooka to an all-time high. Then then it moved to an all-time high, and that was it. So I think we are somewhere around here. Obviously, I think Bitcoin will go much higher this time than the last rally of 2021. But I think we're gonna get from here some kind of a pullback, hopefully to the golden cross retest. You can see the golden cross will probably happen next week, and then hopefully we're gonna get a golden cross retest. Shake out people, and then boom, breakout probably in June. Again, I hope it will break out in June and not before. But yeah, that's my thoughts, man. Looking excited, and actually, this is the best time to buy them after the bull because now you get it. You're probably gonna get a pullback. You're gonna get, and we're gonna give you all the best performing coins you want to buy on the next breakouts, on the next Bitcoin move up. You want to put them red hot on your radar. So we're gonna give you all a coin list that you want to put it on your radar
For sure.
absolutely for free.
For sure. Man, look, see, man, this is where comes, the experience, right? The experience of looking at charts, knowing the asset, knowing how the asset moves. We understand how Bitcoin, operates. Why? Because Bitcoin is my best friend, right? For years, over years, over years. Every day I look at Bitcoin. Every day I hug Bitcoin. I go to sleep with Bitcoin. I wake up with Bitcoin for years over years. And I think you even more than me. You like to hug your screen. I saw you falling asleep with your screen a few times. You kind of hug it watching Bitcoin. That's why you need the glasses. You don't, because you watch the screen too closely overnight. So you need the glasses now. I saw you. That's why you know the charts so well. And I respect, that in you again, luring me in with the thing. Anyways, look, the thing is that I'm going to say something, okay? There is a risk. I don't think this is going to happen, but as traders, by the way, I don't see any hello. I don't see any question. I don't see people smashing and
They're
smoking the
crying.
lights.
People are crying now because they didn't took profit. They're
Come
crying.
on, man. Show us the love. Say hello, good morning, where you are, what's happening, something. Stimulate us. Me and CM, we don't need this live for us. We already talk between us. This is for you. So say hi, ask the questions, and let's move along. So as traders, CM, I always opt to build scenarios. All right, I have scenario planning in my mind, and I give it probabilities. So we do have a small risk, okay, a small risk of, let's call it a double top. Okay, we have a small risk of a double top and actually continue down. Okay, now I don't think this is going to happen. Okay, I do think that we're going to get somewhat of a correction and then continue up, because if you will look at it carefully, what might happen is we can build symmetry. All right, now building symmetry is I know it sounds like, hey, why would a chart need symmetry? It's just price action. But for some reason, the symmetry on charts work. All right, I've seen it happen over and over, and I've seen market wizards like Mark Minervini, like Peter, I forgot his name, and more talk about how symmetry happens over and over. So it's important to understand that this kind of symmetry is something that happens and reoccurs in the market, definitely below all-time highs. And as we said over and over, this would be actually better for Bitcoin and for the crypto market, because we have potentially a correction. It gives a breather for altcoins to build bases, all right, before they continue. And the continuation from a longer base of a month or so is much stronger than a continuation of a week like we had over here, which was like only a week kind of bear flag over here. Okay, so what I'm saying is, as traders, I do believe we're going to get some of the correction and continuation, but we need to be really careful and aware that maybe with a small probability we can have this might be a double top and fizzle down. I don't think it's going to happen, but we need to be ready mentally. All right, that's how I operate. That's how my members know how I operate. I build scenarios and I know how to trade based on each scenario. I have trades ready, and that's how I act as a professional. Okay, so yeah, I agree with you, CM.
Yeah, Peter, the course, I think it's 5 p.m. Dubai to time. Yeah, my time is 3 p.m., Europe time. So I think it's Dubai, 2 p.m., I think. Yeah, man.
Yeah, 5 p.m. Dubai.
All right. By the way, guys, if we get 100 likes, 100 comments on this live, we're going to give you the Master the Bull. One more guy will win the Master the Bull webinar. Another gift from us. So if you send this live, share it on your Twitter, subscribe, click the bell, share and like, and we get 100 likes, 100 comments, man, one more happy camper will get the Master the Bull webinar.
Yeah, and Rod already won it, Mr. Rodrigo. We sent you emails. Check the emails, all right, because we can't magically send you over the air the entry. You need to go to your email and check it. Check the spam, all right. Make sure, because we sent you 2 emails about the entry, free entry. You want it, so you better check your email now. And as CM said, another lucky person can win it. Smash the like button and comment. Let's send it. What's Jordan saying?
Kaspa, let's look on Kaspa. What Kaspa has been doing on the Bitcoin head fake? Oh yeah, oh boy. Look, Kaspa coming back, made a head fake. You can see this is a head fake above the 200-day MA, coming back down below the 200-day MA. Very likely to come back to the 90, and maybe even to the breakout point. This is the breakout point here. at around the 78 could happen, man. I would not be surprised. And again, this is why me and Jomo are traders, because we do not like to be involved in the bullshit time. You know, when we're like, oh, will it come back to this point? Or will it come back to this point? No, we don't give a fuck, man. We're waiting. We're waiting in cash. Once it's bottoming out, okay, we don't care. We don't have emotions, you know? We keep it professional. And you know, you also have a risk. This thing, I don't think so. I think it's bullish. I think it's going into a new bull market to new all-time high. But you know, there is a risk it can come back to retest the double bottom here and make it a sharp, you know, stab before it going higher. All right. So, and again, this is amazing chart. I think Kaspa confirmed a new bull market. again, if Bitcoin will push higher, I think Kaspa confirmed the new bull market. You can see how the moving averages start curving up, and in the 50-day curving up, and we're above the 100-day as well. We had a golden cross on 50 above the 100. That's amazing to see. Anyway, man, bullish on Kaspa, just waiting for the pullback. Once it's gonna pull back double bottom, we're gonna buy the dip on Kaspa. Kaspa is one of the most important coin for me for the next bull run, so I want to have a position. And yeah, definitely red hot on my radar. Kaspa Kings. But again, you just had a move up. I'm looking for a move down now before I'm buying.
Either way, that 13 cents area is like the next important, you know, breakout area. But again, if Bitcoin moves sideways and give us the nice, you know, nice consolidation, all these altcoins that we've been smashing, whether it's CAS, whether virtuals, and all the others that we've been talking, and that they're the main leaders right now, we know they're going to move once Bitcoin moves. So if Bitcoin gives good sideways action to build a good continuation basis, that's actually what we want, right? That is actually what we want. See, don't rule me in. You know, I'm going to take it. You know, I'm going to fall prey.
Bro, your grinder is making grinder. How it's called? A
gripper.
Your gripper is making sounds of a baby.
It's a noisy.
Like a baby, man.
Always baby sounds in my house, man.
Yeah, man.
Always baby sound. By the way, people, go to our Twitter, please, and smash a follow and subscribe on our Twitter. This is my Twitter, the No Edge, No Trade. We talk about there with beautiful things, okay? So go give us a subscribe. You know, we talk about things that aren't necessarily on the YouTube. As you can see, we have some posts, beautiful posts where, for example, I talked about what I prefer to see in Bitcoin for us to really smash it. And you can go to the crypto mindset one as well. Which one is yours? Crypto mind. What is it, sir? Mindset.
Yeah. Mindset.
Here, 4. Crypto mindset 4. All right. So go to both of us, smash it, send us. Make sure that we get some love on Twitter as well. Okay, and retweet it. We want to build our Twitter accounts as well. It's not conceivable in my mind that, you know, moon boys that have no idea what they're doing have above 10,000 people watching them, and we don't have above 10,000 yet. So help us get out there, send the message. We want to protect more people.
Don't worry, Jomo. The revolution is on its way, man.
Oh yes.
Soon you will see the balance of power change completely. You will see once we enter a bear, probably in the next couple of months or so, all the moon boys from the toilet will be flushed, and the only good traders that give alpha and actually teach people how to short, how to profit in bear market will rise in power. That's what I think. And you know, because you know, all the moon boys from the toilet, it's gonna be disappear. They're gonna disappear just like every other cycle. They disappear when the bear come. They disappear. They just have nothing to say because they are just busy crying for their mommy or running to the hills with their followers' money. What I mean?
They're going to tell their people to continue buying the dips. That's the problem, CM. Those people are going to be dip buyers forever until one day no more YouTuber and all the people are left holding bags, okay? Because he's going to run away to Mississippi or something like that, and everyone else is going to get holding his bags. Good morning, Peter. We're going to see you today in the seminar. Hola, buenos días, Crypto. Buenos días. Buenas. Christoph, we're going to see you as well in the seminar. People, if you're not in the seminar today, you need to join the seminar. All right. You have only like 5 hours left to sign up with the coupon code of the 20% off. Okay. The coupon code is BULL20LFG. All right. Use it. It's free money from us. We are going to teach you how to make money during bull trends. All right. And again, as you saw, we told you probably we're going to get a pullback yesterday. We had some very excited people. Someone actually tried to make a bet with us, CM, yesterday. He said, if I'm right about the breakout, they're going to give me a free ticket. He said, you remember that one? So we probably got flushed today, as most people got flushed. So if you want to see the market the way we see it, join. Scan the QR code. I want to see you scanning the QR code now and go checking it out. What about some more juicy questions, CM? Is everyone sleeping, or do we have something good?
Let's have a quick look on the markets. Okay, yeah, leave the webinar. Look, this is the S&P. Okay, it looks like, on Friday you had a shooting star candle here, kinda shooting star candle. And let's see how today they will open. Now it's like futures, so it's not really, But anyway, let's see how they're gonna open today. And remember, S&P is the daddy of Bitcoin. It gave us a window of opportunity. Again, if S&P will pull back, let's say couple of days, couple of weeks, Bitcoin will definitely pull back. And then once S&P is ready to pump, just like it did here, boom, Bitcoin will rip higher. Bitcoin is leading the S&P. Actually, it's overperforming it. But it need a green S&P, a bullish S&P for continuation. What else? Let's look. Ooh, the VIX pumping. Anyway, we can get
normal action, Sim. Just normal action. The stocks got some love last week. Now they are correcting a little bit. Look, it's normal. Index action. For the Nasdaq and the S&P can correct all the way back to their kind of inverse head and shoulder that they had over there, like parallel bottom. Look, it's just a correction time. That's it. For now, right? For now. And by the way, Mr. Noel Silva is asking about what time it's going to be in the California time. All right. It's going to be 6 a.m. California, but hey, you don't need to be live if you don't want to. You can purchase the bull, okay, and watch it afterwards, right? The recording will be available, right? Give me a few hours to upload the recording and you will have it forever. So you can purchase it now and you will have the recording forever for sure. So definitely take advantage of it, Mr. Noel Silva.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, man, looks like a nice red start of the day today. That's good for me.
For now, yeah. We just for people to know, we executed our trades, quite in the top mostly. We took profits. We told our people that we're taking profits, and we're happily waiting since we took profits. And that's why we in these beginnings we kind of take profits a bit faster instead of giving it swing trading, because we know there's a lot of resistance. Once we break the 110, 110, we're going to get a clearer sky on some things. We're going to swing trade a bit more. Christoph is asking if we're going to have a Q&A after the seminar. Of course, we're going to have questions after each session and at the end. Okay, so of course you're going to be able to ask questions, Christoph. That is a very important part of the seminar. All right, guys, ask questions.
This is the WAP. That's the alert I shared, a couple of days ago when Bitcoin was at resistance. Let me open it in a bigger window.
Yeah, right-click it and open the window.
Thank you, sir. You can see this is the trade was from May 15th. That's not a trade. It's again an alert. Bitcoin stalling at resistance. Altcoin looking weak. Bam, tight stops on all trades, I'm closing all my remaining trades, locking gains, wait for a pullback breakout. This is what separates us from many other morons, out there that will never tell you when to sell, will never tell you if there is a risk coming. They will never tell you nothing. They will just tell you, hey, buy these 50 coins and get rich, but you actually getting wrecked. So I just don't understand how people make their selection, who they are following or who they subscribe to. How can they subscribe to a lady boy from the UK? He have like 20 years on this earth. The only bear market he saw, that was when his mommy pushed him out of her womb with all the blood. That's the only time he saw some real blood. The guy is a is a is a baby. How can you listen to a baby, man? And we have a lot of people in the audience, that are 40, 50, developers, successful people, engineers, CEOs, whatever. How can you fucking, man, you are a CEO. You are 50, you have no hair on the head. How can you listen to a baby? How can you listen to a baby with all your money? You have like $1 million in your crypto, man. I just don't understand, man. I'm dazzled, Jomo. I'm dazzled. The crypto market is insane. The people in crypto, it is like dazzling me, man. I cannot sleep in the night sometimes, because
Yeah, thinking about the foolish facial hair for some people. I get it. I get it.
how can you be so naive? Like you are 50-year-old, you've been through stuff, you have kids, you have family. How can you listen to a lady boy that have 22 years from the UK, for God's sake, or from Texas or wherever they are, man?
Definitely, man. Definitely. I get it. I get it. Hey, look who is here. Chitek. Chitek is saying that. Oh, by the way, Mr. Noel, oh, we talked about Silva. Chitek is saying that he doesn't think the pullback is going to be big. He thinks right now max pain, and he thinks it's going to go up only. All right, Chitek. Perfect, man. Enjoy. Look, right now we are banking on a pullback, but the thing is, again, it doesn't matter whether we pull back for real or we break out. Okay, what matters is your execution upon what's happening in the markets. Okay, for me and CM, we have plans for either side. Right now, what we're watching and what we believe should happen is a pullback, more time for things to build beautifully. We think that will be healthy action. Okay, but if it breaks out, all right, we will know how to operate once it breaks out. CM, I see that you want to say something.
No, man, no, I'm good.
You're good. All right, so that's how we operate Chitek. Okay, we have ideas, but we don't marry the ideas. I have a phrase, I took it from Peter Brandt. It says, strong opinions weakly held, right? The number one enemy, CM, of a trader is the ego, right? The need to sound intelligence, the need to be right, the need to be smart, okay? That's the worst enemy of a trader. That's why we don't, marry our opinions. We are humble, we reduce ourselves, and we just do what the markets wants us to do. If the market wants to break out, we're going to go with it. If the market wants to correct, we're going to stay out waiting for it. No worries, okay? That's how professionals operate. Really, Weiwei is saying, will Casper hold the 10 cents? All right, Sam, you want to share your opinion about it?
Man, the Caspian. I don't think it's gonna hold, man. Again, you need to talk time frame. Don't be a baby boy. Don't be a lady boy. Be more specific, okay? 10 cents. I think I might be wrong. I think it will break below it. This is the 10-cent mark. I think it's gonna come down below it in the next couple of weeks to revisit this lower area to create a higher low on the weekly chart. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Again, yeah, that's what I think. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna come down below the 10 cents. And yeah, that's why we took profits on the top here. We cashed out our Caspa position and all other trades, like I showed you. We cashed out all our trades on this day, on the 12th of May, something like that. That was it, man. That was the top, the local top. Now we'll see if it is a significant top. That means you're gonna get a bigger pullback from here, or it's just a little local top, and it's gonna do another one like this, baby. Another one like this. The high local top, chop a little bit, boom. Local top, chop a little bit, boom. Let's see, man. We are open for everything, but the chances of a bigger pullback now are increasing because many reasons we described to you many times.
Yeah.
So, man, by the way, sir, cook the like, sir.
Cook it.
Cook the like, sir. Help us with the like, man. Give us some love, sir. Give us some love.
CM, this question, why does it matter if it will hold the 10 cents or doesn't? Some of the questions that people ask us, because I feel there's something behind the question. Why is it important if
I
it
think
holds the
there is
10 cents?
nothing behind the question. There is
No,
nothing.
maybe he bought at the 13 cents, and if it goes below the 10 cents, he thinks he's going to sell. So maybe that's his stop loss. Or maybe he bought at the 10 cents and he's afraid it's going to go
Bro,
below. I don't know.
this guy don't use a stop loss.
Oh, man.
If you ask a question, will Kaspa hold 10 cents? Man, the guy probably holding all his coins on a Dex, on the Tangent wallet or all the other, Caspians. Ooh, I'm holding it offline. They don't use stops, man. Come on. They're
But
not
this is the thing. This is the thing.
they
Mr.
don't use
Really, Mr. Really Way, I haven't seen you here. I don't remember this name. Maybe you changed the name. You guys change the name all the times, right? So I'm trying to understand your question. I see that there's something behind it. What you need to do is start asking yourself good questions, all right? Not kind of questions that are marking that you are emotionally attached to this specific number. For some reason, the 10 cents is important for you. Maybe that's where you get into a loss or whatever, right? So that's not how me and CM operate. We don't think about, hey, will it hold the 10 cents or won't, right? We build possibilities, and we understand how to trade on each possibility, and then if the trade is triggered but it's invalidated, then we go out of the trade with a small loss. Okay, that's how you do it. It's like, if you're a boxer, you need to know how to play defense as well as offense. Me and CM, we know how to play offense, we know how to play defense. We are, full rounded traders. Okay, so Mr. Really, just because I don't understand the question, what's behind it, maybe you should join, the seminar today. It's dirt cheap. It's less than $100 with the coupon we give you. So I know it's affordable for everyone to come. And if you don't really understand what you do in the markets, I really advise you to come and watch it, right? You will actually be benefited a lot. The $100 you invest in this seminar will actually be multiplied in rewards that you will get over time. I know it. We
millions,
already,
man. If you really want to get rich from the market, get yourself the webinar,
for sure.
study it again and again and again and again, and join our membership. It's inevitable, man. It's inevitable, man. You're gonna
For sure.
print.
For sure. All right, Chitek is saying Jomo to the moon, by the way. Chitek, I would love nothing else but to go to the moon. So let's go.
Where would you consider to go in again on CAS on the 13th? Man, 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 I told you, man, we're waiting for a pullback. Once Kaspa pulling back, maybe consolidate, you can enter much, much lower. You don't have to wait for the 13 cent. You can enter on a deep buy with stops. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a deep buy opportunity because I think there is a very good deep buying opportunity coming. Now, even though I'm a breakout trader, I'm also buying dips on the right time when Bitcoin is giving me the backwind, when Bitcoin is
The pullback buy, better said, not a dip buy, or a
a
pullback
pullback.
buy.
All right, a pullback buy. Once Casper will complete its pullback, we're gonna see the footprints of which kind of pullback. Will it be ABC? Will it be a W? Will it be a cap and handle? What it's gonna be? Then we're going to start scaling into a position, and obviously positioning into the breakout, and obviously we're probably gonna add more on the 13 or whatever will be the next major resistance that it will build on the chart. But I cannot tell you now
No,
what's going to happen. I'm waiting for the chart to present itself
exactly.
to me. That's the problem with people. People think they need to know in advance. No, you wait for the chart to present. Just like you going out on the club, you wait for the hot lady with the Caspa t-shirt with a big booby to present itself to her. You're not just saying before you go out to the club, hey, I'm gonna bang today the Caspa girl. No, you just go to the club, and what the club gives you, you take. You know what I
There,
mean?
there are two type of guys in the clubs. One go to the area and they dance and they try to dance the way to the ladies. Those are the ones that jump in the guns. And there are the ones like CM. They have a boot, all right, with vodkas and drink and everything, right? Everything is beautiful on the boot, and the ladies come to him, right? So CM is waiting for the trades in that boot. Oh no, CM.
Yeah, the trade example. Yeah, the clubs. I don't go clubs, man. I'm too old for this shit, man. I
All
go to
right.
sleep at 12, man. I go to sleep at 12. And by the way, you know me. When it's an altcoin season, when it's a bull run season, no
Monk.
life for me. Maybe a little flicky with the girlfriend in the weekend, and that's it. The rest of the time, all in. Looking for trades,
For
looking for
sure.
alpha. No time to waste, man.
But you said it's beautiful. I want to make sure people understand it. We are patiently waiting for the market to present a low risk, high reward entry. Okay. You need to understand that the market is mostly noise. It goes up and down all the time, up and down all the time, right? You need to learn how to position yourself at the right times where an edge is presented, right? If the edge is not presented, you don't get in. Yes, it can blow out without an edge. Anything can happen, just like go and winning a lottery ticket, that can happen. But that's luck. It's not a skill and it's not an edge, right? So we need to wait patiently, precisionally for those real entries, and that's what CM and I do.
Anti-Trees is the daddy, guys. Learn from him. One of our top members. Thank you, sir. He took the master, the bear. Now he's shorting. He actually shorted Caspa on the top on this one free, man. He told me I'm shorting Caspa.
That's amazing, man.
That's
This is
amazing, man. That's it.
this is
This
beautiful.
guy,
This is beautiful.
this guy is a very good trader, man. He's a very good trader. Uh,
Nice.
you have the mindset. So shout out to you, Anti-Trees.
Shout out.
Lens melt faces. Let's look on, guys. Cook the
It's
like, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. Cook the
I
like,
think
subscribe.
I think it's only on a DEX, man.
Oh, it's
Like
only
I'm
the next.
looking at it, LENS, all right. I'm looking at it, all exchanges.
Oh,
I just see
rubbish,
it on
rubbish.
DEXs.
Ladyboy coin.
So we don't trade it, we can't trade it, all right. Probably doesn't have a lot of volume.
Look at
We
it.
just
Yeah.
can't trade it, man. Sorry. What? Oh, it only has like $2,000 in volume, man. I don't
Oh
understand people, man. Don't come to it
man,
traded two
these
thousand
are
dollar in the past 24 hours, man.
these are people that have $50 in their account. If they go all in, it's a $200 position. So they're So they're looking for these insane coins. Insane. They want 100x on their $50. That's how they think. These people will never make money. These people will always stay losers, man. They're gonna get wrecked, flushed to the toilet because they don't know what they're doing, man. This is complete gambling, man. This is gambling. We are not gamblers, man. This is gambling, man. This is the audience of crypto gains. The fat dude from the UK that he's shilling to them. Oh, I just found the 1000x coin today. Man, come on. All his coins are
Man,
rug pulls, and people keep buying this rubbish. Absolute clown, man. I'm just trying to understand you position yourself, where you position
we
yourself.
position ourselves with knowledge, all right, on how to view the markets, and then we find precise entries, Christoph. Okay, we don't need to position ourselves just in the market, and that's where people always make a mistake. Even rich people, Sim. I have multi-millionaire members. The one thing they always tell me is, hey, I need my money to be working at all times. They want their money to be in positions all the time, like as if being in a position is the best thing on planet Earth. Hey, you can lose being positioned because you're jumping the gun. Okay. So, Christoph, the way me and CM position ourselves is with knowledge. We built a base and a skill set of knowledge of how to execute our edges to the long side and to the short side. And one of the edges we have is to know how to sit on the sidelines, to know how to take profits, sit on the sidelines patiently without taking a trade, okay, waiting for a clear edge to happen. So that is the best thing I can tell you. And hey, you are joining. You joined us for the Master the Bull seminar, so you're gonna see today how we do these things.
30K account, but scared to take my losses like a man. I'm down 6K on memes, and I feel like I'm wasting time waiting for them to bounce back. Welcome to crypto, man. First of all, scan the QR code on the top screen, or join our webinar, man. Today, that's the first step, man, is to do something different. What you doing? you're probably buying Alex Becker garbage or the Crypto Gains nonsense or probably Crypto Galaxy. Sorry, this is if you're down on your memes, that's Crypto Galaxy. Man, you're doing something wrong. You're not trading with stop. You're not taking profits, and you don't know what you're doing. So, man, get yourself a skill. This is the webinar, man. It's dirt cheap. If you trade with 30K with the right mindset and the right execution, in a couple of months you can flip it to 150K if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're probably gonna flip it to 100 maybe if the market will be bullish as we think, but then it will rug you back down into lower lows. So you gotta understand what you're doing, because a lot of everybody can make money in a bull run, but 99% of people coming back down with the bear run. After.
Even without a bear run, even in the middle correction like we had right now, we had a small correction on Bitcoin. Altcoins went to the bear, individual bears. Everyone gave back everything. And look, this dude, Mr. Villa, is saying something else. He's saying that first of all, as you said, he doesn't know what he's doing because he has no stop loss. He has no regard to risk. People in crypto, has zero regard to risk management. Zero regard to risk management. They just think you're gonna ape in and everything is gonna be bananas. And you know what? I thought the same in the past, right? And that's the problem. That's how the 90% of people think. You need to think differently than 90%. As CM said, you have a good size account. The only thing that I'm fearful is, that you won't take action. You'll probably make some money if as CM said, if the market is as bullish as we think it's going to be, you're probably going to make money. You're going to feel like you understand something. And then once it flips again, you're going to lose all of that back again and more. And 6 months from today or a year from today, instead of going from 30 to 60 to 80 to maybe 100 and keep that money, you go from 30 to 60 and back to 15 or to 10 or something like that. So that's my fear, that because you don't have any tactics, you don't really put an emphasis about learning how to do things, you will lose this money. And I don't want you to lose the money. I want you to make money and keep it. I want that for everyone.
Bro, I want to share something with the audience. Look, what people don't understand. Look, this is Bitcoin, okay? Remember, we told all our members and the audience as well in the lives, we told them, hey, Bitcoin is at resistance. Man, I'm taking profits. I even told people live, I closed all my trades. Now look, let's say, my account here, my account here started with like X money, X money, all right? Let's say you have, X money here. Now, after this bull run here, trading altcoins, trading Bitcoin, let's say, after, some chop, some trades fail, some trade exploded, your account is up 20%, on the entire account, let's say, or you know what, whatever. 20, 30, 50%, whatever. If you double, all right. Now here you have X plus 20% here. Now most people will hold this stuff back down to X if Bitcoin will pull back. We're not, man. If now you're gonna get a pullback, let's say Bitcoin pulling back here, altcoins getting wrecked, we're still gonna have the X plus 20% here. So we're gonna have, and then on the next swing, we're gonna trade it, obviously trade it. We'll flip that amount into another 20% or another, maybe a double, because that's gonna be the all-time high breakout. That's gonna be the parabolic swing. We're gonna trade the bangers, and then again, we're gonna cash out on the top again and wait in cash. People don't know the importance of waiting in cash, in USDT, stable coins, waiting now in USDT, and then use the USDT to buy the dip, to buy pullbacks, or to load up on the bangers that break out first. People just don't understand. People just so in love with their stupid coins, they cannot flip them to dollars. Man, treat these coins like prostitutes, Dump them when you're done. Just dump them in. Give them the money and dump them in. Man, take the money. These coins, you don't want to hold them. You don't want to be attached to them. They are all just a trade. It doesn't matter if it's a Bitcoin, virtual, Kaspa, Sui. It doesn't matter. They are all trade for you to make money. If you're not making money with them and realizing the gains, you are a loser. You are not pro. You're going to get wrecked. The clock is ticking. You're gambling. You're just gambling your money. If you're not realizing the profit, the clock is ticking, my friend, and the bear will come and wipe you completely, man. Really, this is no joke. If you're not realizing gains and cash out money, hard money from the account, from the crypto virtual nonsense, you are a gambler, my friend. Someone need to tell you that.
Yes, yeah. Look, I need to wrap this up because we have a seminar today, so we need to get ready. One last thing I'm going to say about this. People misunderstand long-term holding of an index with long-term holding of a coin. Okay, they think just because index, investing is good for the long term, then the same for the coin. No, coins go to zero over time, and the indexes, they always change the companies. So if a company in the index, for example, the S&P, is becoming a lagger, they will take it off the index and push in a new, juicy company that is on the rise, on the way up. That's why indexes over time, they continue up because they shift from bad companies to good companies, always having the best companies in the index. Coins, on the other hand, they go to zero over time usually. They don't go up. Very small percentage of coins, like 0.0000000 something percent of coins are actually good in the long term, which is actually basically Bitcoin. Okay, so people need to understand that difference. Long-term holding and hodling in crypto is not the same as indexing, as passive investment, right? So you want to answer, Mr. Brother, and we wrap it up?
I'm gonna show them, B2Nix and Mexi. If you wanna ditch it, man, we'll see you later in the lives in the webinar.
Okay, I'm gonna see you in the webinar. You can do a thing.
Cheers, mate. Look, sir, Mr. Brother Ozone. Yeah, look, the best platform for trading crypto, man, is Mexi. Okay, for Mexi and B2Nix. Now B2Nix, I'll show you this one. Where's my entire screen? All right, so hopefully you see my account. So look, this is B2Nix. Okay, there is a link below, man. If you're trading from the US, the UK, South Africa, whatever, you don't like the people, you don't like to give documents, you don't like to do KYC or use VPN, this is the best exchange. You don't need a VPN, you don't need a KYC. It's a futures exchange. Okay, you have actually amazing bonuses. You deposit 1,000 USDT, sorry, you get 200 bonus. Check out the campaign, man. You use this link below. You have it in my description of the videos, every video, and you also have tutorials on how to use the B2Nix exchange. Amazing exchange. Really get yourself an account there. Amazing. This is the exchange I'm trading. I actually trade, I trade Mexi. You also have a link below. Open a Mexi account, Mexi, B2Nix, and Binance. These are my favorite exchanges, man, that I use all the time. But B2Nix is my new daddy because it's super cute, slick, and and you don't need a KYC, so you can do whatever the F you want. No one knows nothing, man. No KYC, they don't ask your password. They don't have they don't do this live interviews that you talk to an Indian guy from Coinbase. What the F is this nonsense? You just drop your password. You put password. You open an account with an email. That's it, man. You start trading. No question asked. That's why I love B2Nix, and a lot of my trading that is happening now in B2Nix. Really nice exchange, man. Hope that covered it, man. So yeah, check yourself below. You have links. You can get a Mexi account. Mexi is amazing, and B2Nix is amazing. Get yourself an account there. See you all today in the webinar. Come to the webinar. Join our webinar. Have a wonderful day.